We're looking at the most underrated, overlooked, and unappreciated suburbs of Detroit, and even if you live here, there's a good chance you don't know about these zones. Ooh, mysterious. The cities we're looking at are even part of the best school districts in the entire state, but they're outside of those cities. So you could land a house in the Northville or Birmingham school district and not be forced to live in those cities. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, keep on watching. First city on our list is Franklin, Michigan. This is a tiny town of about 3,000 people, so it's not always easy to find a house here, but it's absolutely worth it. Franklin happens to be in the Birmingham school district, but it has big lots. Not Big Lots, the store. Big lots, like actually big lots. Just about every house here sits on about a half acre or more. And it's not uncommon to find houses with 1 to 2 acre lots. It's just like big and beautiful. The only drawback is prices are not cheap here. You're gonna have to pay some serious cash to get into Franklin. Prices are right up there with cities like Birmingham, but again, you're going to have usable big lots. On the flip side, it's not as walkable as areas like Birmingham, and it doesn't have a bunch of sidewalks everywhere, but you'll be using your actual yard way more. And it's only about 20 miles away from downtown Detroit, so it's not like you're away from everything. You're still fairly close. You get that cool green space, an actual yard that you can use, and the Birmingham School District. Now, before I go any further into this list, I need to remind you that if you do want to make a move in the next 3 days or 3 years, anywhere in Metro Detroit, absolutely reach out. I'd love to help. That is my full-time job. I help a lot of people move here. All right, so the next place on our list is Beverly Hills, Michigan. Now, Beverly Hills is located just south of Birmingham, but it has a wider variety of homes, and they all feed into the Birmingham School District. Honestly, I'm surprised that a lot more people don't focus on Beverly Hills exclusively, because you get a bigger house, a bigger yard, and the Birmingham schools. Amazing schools, walkable neighborhood, and prices that are not too crazy. Well, when you compare them to places like Birmingham or Royal Oak. You do not get the cool downtown that you have in places like Birmingham and Royal Oak, but you know, it's not that far away. You can still get there. Just look at it on a map. It's not far away at all. Next place on our list is Bingham Farms, Michigan. I'm willing to bet you've never heard of Bingham Farms unless you're from Bingham Farms. Now this place is tiny. Just look at it on a map. So small. There's only 445 households total here. And just a little over 1,000 people live here. This is one that everyone seems to forget about, but it's another place that you should keep your eye on if you really want to be in the Birmingham School District. And you want a bigger lot than a postage stamp. I'm not trying to knock Birmingham here, but the lots are tiny. Some people are fine with that. They're okay with having a little tiny lot and just relying on the parks, because in Birmingham, you have a ton of parks. It is the most walkable community I think I've ever found. But if you don't want it like that, then this is another really good option. As I record this video, there are only 3 houses right now for sale in Bingham Farms, and they're all over $3 million. So it's not exactly affordable for most people, but it's not always like that. A bunch of the homes are right in the $400,000 to $600,000 range over the past year, so you don't need to spend $1 million to get something in the community, but you just have to keep an eagle eye on what's coming on the market, or have me do it. The next place on our list is West Bloomfield Township, Michigan, aka the Lake Township of Oakland County, because of the ridiculous amount of lakes scattered all about. Just look at all the lakes. It's ridiculous. I made a whole video about the pros and cons of living in West Bloomfield Township, and the lakes are both a pro and a con. They're a pro if you like the water, and a con when you're trying to drive somewhere, because you have to weave in and out around a bunch of lakes whenever you're trying to get anywhere. 2-lane roads, it's just not super convenient. West Bloomfield is big and has about 66,000 people living there, so there's no shortage of houses, but they don't all go to the West Bloomfield School District. You have the Waterford School District, the Farmington School District, the Pontiac School District, the Walled Lake School District, the Bloomfield Hills School District, and the Birmingham School District. And the taxes are different for each one of those districts. So if you want to live on a lake and be in the Birmingham or Bloomfield School District, it's possible. You could actually do that. And a lot of people think that It's impossible. There's no way that that could ever happen, but it could happen, and it can happen, and it will happen if you have me help you. Next place on our list is Orchard Lake Village, Michigan. As the name would suggest, Orchard Lake Village is home to Orchard Lake. It's one of the largest lakes in Oakland County, and it's also home to St. Mary's Prep School. A lot of people come here just for that. The village isn't super big. If you just look at it on a map, it has a total area of about 4 square miles, and nearly 2 square miles of it is water. It's like 40%. It makes sense if there's only about 2,300 people living there. And this is another tricky school situation. Depending on where the house is, you'll either be in the West Bloomfield School District, the Walled Lake School District, or the Bloomfield Hills School District. The Bloomfield Hills School District homes are super rare, but they do exist. It's like trying to find Bigfoot. Honestly, some of my favorite homes have been in Orchard Lake. It's just beautiful. To build these beautiful houses overlooking the water. Oh, it's amazing. The next place on our list is Lyon Township, Michigan. One of the fastest growing communities in Michigan. This place blends a lot of rural charm with suburban development. It's like they're just constantly building in Lyon Township. You can feel like you're out in the boonies, but like you're still close to everything, like Costco and Target. Now, depending on where you're at in Lyon Township, you're either going to be in the South Lyon School District or the Northville School District. And those Northville School District homes are highly sought after because you get into one of the best school districts in the entire state of Michigan, and you pay way less for the house and way lower taxes. Taxes are one thing that never go away. And there's over 20,000 people who live there, so you're not going to feel sheltered. It's only about 35 miles away from downtown Detroit, so it's a little further than some of the other places, but some people like that. They want to be a good distance away, but still be able to get there for things like, I don't know, Lions and Tigers games, and the Red Wings. Red Wings are there too. Oh, and the Pistons. We've got them too. Next place on our list is Southfield, Michigan, or part of Southfield. So normally I tell people to stay away from Southfield because it has some of the highest property taxes in all of Metro Detroit, but there is one zone that I'm actively scouring to find houses in, and it's a small sliver where it feeds into the Birmingham School District. This is easily the cheapest way to get into the Birmingham School District. The most expensive home in this zone went for about $400,000, and that's a bargain compared to most of the places on this list. Now, if you didn't know, Southfield is sort of a funky suburb because of the massive business district that seems to come out of nowhere. If you're ever driving through Metro Detroit and you come across a bunch of gold skyscrapers, that's Southfield. But a lot of the homes are pretty big, so they've got some pretty big houses, pretty big lots, and again, you can get a pretty good deal in a really good school district. Taxes are still high there. No matter where you're at in Southfield, taxes are gonna be high. So what do you think? Would you make any of these your homes? If so, let me know, and if you're still looking for a place to live in Metro Detroit, check out some of the other videos and playlists on my channel, and I'll see you there.